Monero recently got into huge trouble, and the developing team has been trying hard to clean up the mess. Want to know more? Stay tuned till the end. Hey people, welcome to CryptoSafe. CryptoSafe is a channel dedicated to helping others become financially independent through cryptocurrency.
Do you dream of becoming financially independent?
Our focus is mainly on privacy coins and some gem fundamentals you cannot miss. In today's video, we will be talking about Monero. But before we start, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Done? Let's get started. Monero is basically a decentralized cryptocurrency. It uses a public distributed ledger with privacy-enhancing technologies that hide transactions to attain anonymity and fungibility. Third parties cannot decipher addresses trading Monero, transaction amounts, address balances, or transaction histories. The protocol is open source and based on CryptoNote, which is a concept defined in a 2013 white paper authored by Nicholas van Saberhagen. The crypto community used this concept to design Monero and released its mainnet in 2014. Monero uses ring signatures, zero-knowledge proofs, and stealth addresses to hide transaction details. These features are integrated into the protocol, though users can choose to share view keys for third-party auditing. Transactions are validated through a miner network running RandomX, which is a proof-of-work algorithm. The algorithm provides new coins to miners and was designed to be resistant to ASIC mining. Monero has the third largest developer community among cryptocurrencies after Bitcoin and Ethereum. Its privacy features have attracted cyberpunks and users requiring privacy measures not provided in other cryptocurrencies. It is widely used in illicit activities such as money laundering, darknet markets, ransomware, and cryptojacking. The United States Internal Revenue Service has announced bounties for contractors that can develop Monero tracing technologies. Monero's major features are those around privacy and anonymity.
Anonymity promotes honesty.
Even though it is a public and decentralized ledger, all details are fogged. This is the opposite to Bitcoin, where all transaction details, user addresses, and wallet balances are visible and transparent. These have gained a loyal following among crypto enthusiasts, cypherpunks, and privacy advocates. The addresses of users transacting Monero are protected through ring signatures, which groups a sender's address with other addresses. Hiding of transaction amounts started in 2017 with the implementation of ring confidential transactions. Developers also brought a zero-knowledge proof method, which guarantees a transaction happened without revealing its value. Monero recipients are protected using stealth addresses, which are addresses generated by users to transact funds but untraceable to a network observer. These privacy features are inbuilt on the network by default, though users have the choice to share a private key to allow third-party auditing of their wallet or a transaction key to confirm a transaction. The Monero protocol hides the IP address of devices engaging in transactions. This is done through something called transaction broadcast propagation, where new transactions are basically passed to one node on Monero's peer-to-peer network, and a repeated possibility method is used to know when the transaction should be sent to just one node or sent to many nodes in a process called flooding. This method was done by the growing blockchain analysis market and the potential use of botnets for analysis. In April 2017, researchers highlighted three significant problems with Monero users' privacy. The first depends on leveraging the ring signature size of 0 and being able to see the output amounts. The second, which is leveraging output merging, includes tracking transactions where two outputs belong to the same user, such as when they send funds to themselves. Lastly, temporal analysis, which shows that predicting the right output in a ring signature could actually be easier than previously expected. The Monero team responded saying that they had already addressed the first concern with the implementation of ring CTs in January 2017, as well as mandating a minimum size of ring signatures in March 2016. In 2018, researchers highlighted possible vulnerabilities in a paper titled An Empirical Analysis of Traceability in the Monero Blockchain. The Monero team responded to that in March 2018. In September 2020, the United States Internal Revenue Service's Criminal Investigation Department announced a $625,000 bounty for contractors who could build tools to help trace Monero, other privacy-enhanced cryptocurrencies, the Bitcoin Lightning Network, or other Layer 2 protocols. The contract was given to blockchain analysis groups Chainalysis and Integra FEC. This brings us to the question, is Monero illegal?
What if this is illegal?
Well, Monero is not an illegal cryptocurrency. Unlike other cryptos, it is a privacy-oriented currency that provides users with anonymity. This means it is not traceable, and this characteristic does make it very famous on the darknet and for use with specific activities such as gambling and the sale of drugs. So, is Monero a good investment?
It's a good investment.
If you're interested in cryptocurrencies, Monero can be a very good investment. The price of the currency hiked more than 137% between January 15, 2020 and January 15, 2021. Also, it doesn't cost much to start, as you don't need any special hardware. You can simply use the CPU of your own computer to mine it, and Monero works with all operating systems, and this will save you a lot of money in fees and charges.
Same money, everybody, free of charge. Enjoy.
Though XMR had to make a huge effort to fork out of its starting phase and compete long and hard with its rivals, it is not long that it would outperform. The pandemic had affected the price of XMR a lot, but most of the competitors of Monero too did not impress the traders either. However, the consistency which Monero has kept to show is in itself a great feature to debate. Its involvement in various projects has ensured that Monero price today keeps up the momentum. The XMR price prediction gained more attraction due to its privacy tag, a trait and respect that it uses to lure all its investors. To be exact, privacy is the hallmark of Monero, which has been the key point of all activities of XMR, gaining worldwide acceptance. Monero price prediction since its beginning has been hovering towards optimism rather than pessimism. Traders and investors have begun betting on the long term for the Monero price movement, observing it very closely. Hence, the price predictions for this whole year are quite encouraging, stating that the price might go up to $500 by the end of this year. Considering this series of sequential peaks and troughs, the cryptocurrency prices only continue to show a positive trend among the receding pandemic scenario, touching the $620 mark. Monero price prediction for 2023 is a little confusing. There's an estimated eventuality of Monero incurring a loss, but only meager, dropping to $600 again. But many argue that would be worst-case scenario. Monero price prediction for 2024 is optimistic, as it is once again expected that Monero will rule the crypto kingdom with a performance of price valued at $930. The year 2025 might mark as the benchmark year, as the Monero price is predicted to surpass $1,000 by all means. With mass adoption, the XMR price is estimated to reach around $1,100 by 2025, a rise like never before. Monero in trouble? Recently, Monero looks like it has landed into some trouble. Riccardo Spagni, better known as FluffyPony and Monero's former lead maintainer, was arrested last month. The arrest was on account of allegations of fraud committed between the years 2009 and 2011 in South Africa.
You are under arrest!
Although this whole issue has no connection to the Monero network, as expected, other developers were fast enough to take preventive measures just in case. Monero has 7 core developers, 5 are anonymous, 2 are known. So one of the known developers is FluffyPony, who will probably be extradited to South Africa and can get 20 years in jail. People say that this is of course the reason why these core developers always want to remain anonymous. It is indeed always about the trust of the code and not the persons. Of course, we don't believe anything about this charge, and probably they want to make an example of him. Monero is becoming highly popular, exchanges have a chronic shortage of XMR, and now cracking has joined the ranks, showing withdrawal rejected with increasing frequency. A new Ross William Ulbricht is threatening in this way. He promoted Monero everywhere he could. Indeed, Monero is something the elite still do not have a solution for, and the game is now getting a lot dirtier. Monero must be broken and absolutely must not succeed. This is how governments fight against something they really don't want. This arrest proves it again. Keep stacking this coin regardless of the price. If you want to make money, then Monero is a bad coin, as this coin won't just go up in dollar prices to crazy heights, but if you believe in Satoshi Nakamoto's vision, then Monero is #1 coin in the world, and there is no better insurance against the privacy-devoid world we are facing. Stay strong. It's going to be a tough winter, and many false flags will follow. Stay sharp because the false flags are already flying around our ears at the moment. But we need to know that all cryptos are subjected to market volatility, and every investment should be brought through, and you should do your due diligence before any investment. With that, we are at the end of the video. What is your thought on Monero? Let us know in the comments section below. Remember to be a part of our family. And if you found the video interesting, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more. See you soon. Until then, bye.